to that.
Right.
So Michael,
Bublé?
hey Bubbles. So there's a thing talking about Michael Bublé. Nice segue into how we start the podcast now. We start it in a very interesting fashion.
We just fuck around.
Yeah, you ready? Ready for this?
We segue. It's the something random podcast. We talk about just weird stuff.
I don't think that's going to work anymore. Hello and welcome to the Something Random Media Podcast in living Technicolor.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, it's
exciting.
technically in color.
I guess I can call this.
Technically in color. I mean, we could do black and white if we really wanted to.
Sounds classy.
Sounds racist.
I thought we had already gotten the bad jokes out of our system.
Yeah,
No, we just started the podcast.
Come
it's time
on,
for
man.
the really,
Yeah, come on.
really
We haven't
bad
even
jokes.
started the puns.
Okay.
Anyways, my name is Charles Kelly, as always. Owner-operator of Something Random Media Productions. I do film, I do photography, I do DJing, I kind of shower every once in a while. And to my left, we've got Carl Pfeiffer of Carl Pfeiffer Photography. How are you doing today, Carl?
I'm okay.
You doing okay? You doing okay?
You're that
I'm doing good.
I like totals.
I like totals. Well, you're a great zombie.
And to my right, we've got Michael Macbeth, special guest star. Michael.
I mean, also an owner-operator of something
Sometimes.
random
No, you are.
media. And less of a guest star, hopefully. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll
how
see.
this,
I think this is going to work out.
scheduling habit.
So, Michael, since you haven't been on the podcast for a little bit, what are you wearing? Underwear-wise, because people can see you now.
I thought that was going to be a segue into the fact that we have video this time.
Oh, they
I
can
know.
see what I'm wearing, and it's classy. It's very classy.
Your underwear is very classy, I know.
Yeah, it is.
So what are we talking about this week, guys?
We're talking about the...
Mrs. Jones.
It's Netflix's Marvel's Jessica Jones.
Netflix's Marvel's Jessica Jones's Adventures
On
in
television.
New York. Yeah, so
In Technicolor.
The Adventures of Jessica Jones.
there's a lot of color actually for being a noirish show.
Yeah,
It's a different point.
Yeah, it's kind of...
So
well,
Jessica Jones dropped like late Thursday
Friday.
night.
Thursday night, Friday.
Yep, and a lot of hype after Daredevil, which one of Netflix's more popular shows,
Yes.
which is saying something amongst a lot of other very popular shows.
Oh,
Most
definitely.
definitely.
Well, it's you and I have had this conversation. It's a breath of fresh air in the superhero franchise where all the Marvel movies are all the same.
Yeah, they're
Literally all the same stories with different characters. No, the characters are all the same.
once in a while they mix it up a
They all
little
have the same
bit.
backstory. They all...
It's always the quirky technical guy who falls in love with a girl who's a badass and he beats the bad guy.
Yeah.
That's literally every single Marvel movie.
I don't fall asleep in movies. I fell asleep in Thor.
Dark World or...
Inside Thor.
Thor.
He doesn't perform. He doesn't
Alrighty
perform
then.
as well as you think.
A little
Oh,
bit
inside.
too much hammering happening.
Oh!
Or not enough.
That's a good one.
Or not enough.
That's a good one.
Yeah, but no, the movies have become, I think, very mediocre. They try new
They're
stuff
too
with
safe.
each wave. They're way too safe, and that's what I love about the Netflix shows. Is they're like,
They don't have the limitations of ratings, right? They can do what they like in
Yeah.
that aspect.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, ratings, they still base off of ratings, but they have so much freedom to do the stories that they want to do.
Sorry. When I say ratings, I mean like PG-13, R, that sort of
Right.
thing.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that.
Netflix original, they can have as adult content as they want or back it off, depending on their audience.
Yeah. No, that's definitely obvious in Jessica Jones. I mean,
Yeah.
as seen by the sex scenes, which
yeah.
are there.
Well, I mean, it's obviously just a really gritty show that's dealing with some really heavy concepts, which is why I'm so intrigued by it. Which is why it's been getting so many good reviews. I think is because of specifically the really dark subject matter it's dealing with, which is a lot of abuse, a lot of victimhood.
Well, I mean, we
But using superpowers.
yeah.
Well, it's not even I mean, that's going to be the premise,
abuse-
the
the
mind
abuse is
control
the-
bit. But there's more other, actual abuse happening
Well,
too.
I mean, that's what's
sure.
I like so far what I've seen. because it's really delving into PTSD and really, I mean, I think that I would hope, because I read a few articles on it, that they're going to deal with
After you scolded me for not reading any of that article on Facebook.
No, it was a joke.
It didn't.
It's fine. It's okay. No, I can touch your.
How many
leg.
episodes have you watched, CJ? Is the truth going to come out now?
One. I just watched the one
Today, but I watched like 4 this weekend.
I watched all 13. I couldn't help myself, Coral.
I would believe it.
Coral.
Yeah. So for me, episode started off a little bit shaky almost. I was worried about it. It was, though, sort of the normal pilot syndrome.
Yeah.
I'm not going to knock the show, but like exposition everywhere, overacting everywhere.
Yeah.
In any kind of show like this, I mean, any show really ever, you have to get through that level of exposition to get to the actual story.
Of course.
And they forced all that exposition.
Well, you don't have to.
They
You
forced-
could have
well,
mystery and flashbacks and slow
Yeah.
build up to
And I mean,
characterness.
and also semi-typical, but they haven't technically shown the villain's face yet, even though we know who it is.
That's very true.
That's fine. I'm like, that's not the exposition I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the whole like, you just had a job 6 months ago. Why can't you stay in a job?
Yeah,
because I'm just like so quirky. Like, like I think we can figure a lot of that out. So it
I'm a
felt like,
PI. Are you a PI? Yes, I'm a PI. What do you do?
hang
I'm
on.
a PI.
You're a PI.
when did you start being a PI? Yeah,
No,
exactly.
That's a good point.
And it felt a little bit overt when it started out that I was like really questioning all the positive reviews. And then it hit its stride as we got in later into that first episode and we got more of the serious stuff, which is obviously going to get darker. It's not going to get any happier.
Oh, totally. And that last scene, I mean,
Really?
excuse me. I
Wow,
have,
I'm
have
taking
a
this
little bit
away.
of, a gas. Yeah, I'm a little drunk right now.
Just
Power.
drunk off of Monster.
No, but
Play
what were we
Blind
at?
Punch.
What were we talking about? I just burped and I kind of like forgot exactly what we were talking about.
You just like
We were talking
belched
about,
Exposition.
out
Too
a
much
thought.
exposition.
You just
Yeah.
belched out
Nothing
your
kills
thought.
a show faster than long exposition.
And belching.
Yeah, and really crappy characters, but that's another story.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Big
I
Bang
was
Theory.
quoting something, but clearly no one was on the same page as me.
Nope.
Never.
Sorry.
Ian.
So what were you quoting, Michael?
Mm-hmm.
You're in
Where were you
town.
going with that?
Oh.
You're in town?
You're
It's
in
a
town.
musical about
It's
people
like
who can't pee.
The alleyways in New York
Yeah.
every time you
But
walk
the,
down
but
the
the,
street.
the two narrators are discussing it and said, I guess you wouldn't want to bore them with too much exposition. Yeah, you're too young to know this, but nothing kills a show quicker than long exposition. And yeah, that was that. It was a lot funnier on stage, okay?
So
Insert cricket sound effect there.
Michael, have you?
Cricket,
How much
cricket.
of Daredevil have you watched?
All of it.
All of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you two have watched all of Daredevil.
Yes.
I've watched 2 fuzzy episodes. The episodes weren't fuzzy. I was.
Batman, the TV show.
Beer.
Batman.
That's good.
I'm
Yeah.
Batman. I'm Batman.
Blind,
Batman.
back to your
Batman.
parents.
He's blind as a bat,
I'll save you, kid.
which is not actually that blind.
Guess what? I have sticks. I find people with sticks. They go to sleep sometimes. So, anyways, you've watched 2 episodes of Blind Batman the musical.
Musical. I didn't get to the musical part.
yeah.
I've only seen 2
Blind
episodes
Batman
of
the
that.
musical.
How does the pilot of Jessica Jones compare to all, apparently, of Daredevil? Do you guys think?
It's completely different of a show.
Absolutely. And I feel like Daredevil started out a lot slower, and they didn't pack all that exposition into the pilot.
Well, it's
for one
also, Jessica Jones is not as well of a known of character as Daredevil, so you have to kind of like guide people into these stories. Same thing with like Guardians of the Galaxy. They kind of had to do the same thing, is really guide people into that world, because that was a not very well known comic.
Yeah. So there are comics, I'm assuming, about Jessica Jones. What have you read them? Do you know what
I've started.
entail?
Yeah, no, it's pretty much about this superhero named Jewel, who decides after some life issues. Thank you, Carl.
Just watching your levels there, and you're
Oh, I've got the belches.
Hey.
It's all that turkey.
your burpees.
Yeah,
doing burpees.
but anyways, it's just
Sorry. No?
How high are you right now?
how high am I? Or Michael? Both of us?
Significantly.
Oh, yes.
Higher than CJ.
Yeah, I'm kind of hunching right now. Here we go. Let's
There we
get
go.
Colorado.
So It's about this superhero named Jewel who, under certain circumstances, which I'm guessing is the same circumstances in the TV show, has decided not to be a superhero anymore. I hate you guys. See, now I can look one way and Michael's going, and then I look this way and then Carl's going. This is ridiculous. I can't stay in the middle of you two.
We were working.
I have to be able to watch.
We were working on our posture.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we were trying not to do the same thing, you know. Because
I
I
was
was like, I
working
crossed
on
my
my
arms, like, oh crap, Carl's got his arms crossed.
You should do one of these.
Can't
Wait,
do
ready?
that.
You go cross, and then one of us goes. Ooh. Yes.
So Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
We digest.
That's digress.
But also turkey. You know.
There's a lot of like. Yeah. Anyways.
So
We seem way more drunk than we are.
Yeah, it's a different dynamic. We're so used to like the 2-person dynamic because we can play off each other.
Yeah.
Now we've got this third, like third
just
wheel.
total
over here.
wild card.
It's
over
just
here.
it's like the third
I
in
don't
a
know what I'm
trilogy of
doing
buddy
here,
cop
actually.
movies. and
Wait,
it's
did we
just-
watch a show?
I don't know.
What are we doing here, everybody? Where am I?
Why are there so many ostriches?
Yes.
Oh,
yes. Anyway,
for sure.
so to talk about Jessica Jones versus Daredevil, it's a completely different show. Like this is you can definitely feel the whole film noir aspect to it.
Yeah, what did you think of that? Was it successful? Was it necessary?
I love it. I absolutely love that style of film, and they really did it justice so far.
You think so?
In what I've seen, yeah. No, I really enjoyed like the shots from like kind of her view in the camera, just like in her just monologuing a little bit. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and they styled it with the music a little bit too.
Yeah, no, it's obvious. It's as did you ever watch Homeland? They have
No.
that like jazzy kind of feel in the music and stuff like that. It's really nice.
I felt like the noir vibe of this show was there in the first 5 minutes, and then they forgot about it until the last 20 seconds when they needed a voiceover. It
Sure.
feels tacked on to me.
Okay.
It feels unnecessary.
That
Okay.
makes sense.
But I like the idea of it. If they do more of it, I like it. I feel like they're just like, she's a PI. We need to have like a little jazz music at the beginning. Like it didn't
Right,
feel like
sure.
it was part of the whole hour
Right.
of TV.
Yeah, it's
That's true.
tough to commit to a theme like that. It
Yeah.
really is.
I feel like it has to be like part of the vision of it, and I feel like this was more of
And
like
it has to be all
oh,
about
like
it
that
to
needs to
really
be an
succeed,
element, you know?
is what you're
Mhm.
saying, yeah.
it could have more, it could have less. We'll see
Right.
where it goes,
Yeah.
but it didn't feel
It's a lot less
whole yet to me.
actiony too than
Which
Daredevil.
I like for being a Marvel show. Very
Yeah.
little superpowers. I really like that. That's why I'm gonna like the
uses
show.
them. She jumps around quite a bit.
She
and
jumps from time to
She
time.
jumps on
and
on a
she
fire
apparently
escape,
has
she
the
lifts car.
superpower of like opening locked doors without breaking them. Like she has that superpower. I
Oh,
noticed
yeah.
a couple of times
Where she goes.
where
and it
she
breaks.
goes, "Oh, I came in, but the door's not broken. I just managed to force my way through a locked door without breaking it," which is a cool superpower. It takes a lot of time out of
Very
that whole.
subtle and
you
very
know.
unique.
Click.
Yeah, no, but really though, it's at this point not yet about big fights and throwing people. It's very anti Daredevil in that sense from
Yeah.
even what I've
Oh,
seen
yeah,
in Daredevil. And it seems from the trailer, which I know Michael hasn't seen, it seems like those big moments then when it gets super powery are very mental emotional moments and not beat 'em up moments, which is why I'm really excited for the show, and I think why it's been getting such good reviews is
Yeah.
because it's very much like
And the
Like-
anti-Marvel show.
yeah, well, it's like I think American Horror Story at its best, where the monsters were stand-in for the societal themes that
Oh, yeah.
they're exploring,
Totally.
and I think this one is the superpowers are just sort of a way to explore those same societal themes,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I'm all about. I'm excited to watch more.
And you don't watch it and feel like, oh, this is because of all the movies and how absurd they're becoming.
Right.
This, like, it's just its own story, and it just happens to be Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I find intriguing so far is how serious they are with going with the PTSD and rape issues. Like, there was that article that we were just about to read. They really
Well, I
delve
put the
deep
thought in
into
my head, and it's what it's all about. Is that like emotional, physical trauma that's at the
which-
heart of it, which is awesome. I think to explore those serious issues with a strong female protagonist, like it's
That's the other thing. She is awesome. She is an
Mhm.
awesome actress. And Don't Trust the Bee in 23 was an awful TV show for her.
We're not gonna hear that.
Yeah, we are. It's gonna go.
I meant that sarcastically.
Oh, that's fine. Can you see it?
Yeah.
I was just laying down a beat for y'all to
okay.
riff on. Anyways, she was on Breaking Bad for like 8 episodes.
And her dad crashed the plane. Who is Q? Q
Spoilers.
in Star Trek. Who you guys have never really watched a lot of Star
We
Trek.
could just dub in the conversation from last week when you said that.
It's true. I did talk about this last week.
Yeah.
But then it would just be audio and it'd be awkward looking. With
Unless we
different-
just,
different
like-
lip movements.
Dub
Hello.
in voices here.
Just hold up a cardboard sign.
This is a moment of silent reflection.
So Carl, are you gonna keep watching this?
Absolutely. I'm also finally watching Walking Dead right now. I'm tearing my way through.
The Walking Dead. Ow!
Ow, no.
Look,
I'm a
look.
zombie.
Ow.
I'm gonna eat you.
Ow! I shoved that man's head up my ass for 5 years. Ow!
If that existed somewhere other than your imagination and occasional sound bites on our show, I'd watch that instead.
So a really depressing moment is I was really excited to actually write down an episode of The Walking Dead. And
You wrote it out.
Yeah, no, I was about to, and then I
Oh.
researched it. Somebody else did it, and it was really bad.
Dang nabbit.
It was okay.
Dude, this is America. If somebody else did it and it was bad, you're still completely welcome to do it better
I know.
and take all the credit.
I know.
And then get sued like 8 years later and settle out of court and nobody hears about it in a headline.
But
Ain't nobody got time for that,
ain't nobody got time for that.
I hear. Anyways, I am in the middle of a show. I'm starting to enjoy it here and there, but I will probably be alternating with Jessica Jones.
I'm a
when
big
that
watch-
show gets too dark for me, I'll probably go to Walking Dead and just watch some zombies, zombie kills of the week.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm excited to power through this one.
Yeah, when I actually have some time, I'll definitely watch it. I mean, it's just,
I'm so
Hey, my name is Michael, and I'm like, I don't know. I
I'm
don't know
such a
either.
busy person.
I don't have free time because I'm a productive member of society.
I'm an artist. That's the most I had.
wow, good
That was
good comeback.
I'm
there,
an
Carl.
artist.
I'm an artist. I like turtles.
I like turtles. I'm too busy liking turtles.
No, for me, I'll probably finish it by tomorrow.
You're just gonna,
Knowing me.
you have to edit this first.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay up tonight, edit the video, and
And then watch
it
Jessica Jones.
while I'm editing the video.
That sounds difficult. Get her done.
Alrighty then. So yeah.
So this is where the part where we start just talking about random shit because how long have we been going for this? What does it say?
A little while. That's a really small screen right there.
Yeah, I can't really see exactly how long. Probably about 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think we're about at the usual length.
We killed it. Michael, you okay over there?
Yeah,
You can walk over to it.
No. I was just trying for a
you sure?
creepy thing.
You sure? You can do a whole creepy thing, right?
I did the creepy thing.
Ready?
That's a different kind of creepy thing.
See, none of us.
Your guy love isn't creepy.
For the 4 people
No, it's
that
not.
listen to the podcast, you don't know what just happened. But if you're watching it, you know exactly what happened, and it was hot. HOWT. Hot. It's very hot. Very hot.
Yes. If that is a word, then it was hout.
I'm really
Yes.
excited to do this video podcast as well, so I can Ferris Bueller at the camera and pretend like I don't really know you guys.
Stop jimming the camera.
I was gonna
Jimming-
start jimming the camera.
Jimming the
just
camera.
Now.
You're not
Yeah.
allowed to jim the camera.
Oh, I've been jimming the whole episode.
I know you've been jimming the whole episode.
I was
Eyes
jimming
here.
the camera. I was
Eyes
jimming
here.
the camera in 8th grade before The Office was even a thing.
That sounds
Whoa,
really
you
kind of
are a
sexual.
gym hipster. You're a gym.
You guys started it.
Yeah, and you finished it, Carl.
I'm
Dang it, he didn't know. You guys can hear my
a
pun.
big fan.
Okay, wait. Michael Pun.
I said that he was a gym hipster, so he's a gymster.
Ah!
I feel like that reaction would have been if that word was something other than just a mashup.
Yeah, it wasn't that great of a pun.
No, it's
I admit. Not
I don't even get it. It was just a word.
So here's the next thing that we're gonna do for this podcast is we've got a window that's right behind these cameras. We need to open it up. So that we're doing this podcast like in the middle of the day, or not like in the middle of the night, just like three guys just talking.
I closed those curtains for a reason. It felt weird.
Yeah, no.
I'll do this for the internet, but I won't do this for Fort Collins.
This is the best neighborhood to do it. Wait, where are we?
Fort Collins.
Carl, we're not in Fort Collins. Fort Collins was destroyed 40 years ago.
Lost.
Yeah.